Happy Tech Tip Tuesday from Mountaineer Technology Consultants. This is Booker here, and today just a short tech tip, but it's not really technical. It's more about parenting, and I'm sure there's been a lot of news recently about the Momo hoax. And I do call it a hoax because, I mean, it's not as big as what the media seems to want to make it to be or what have you. But it does speak to something that rings true to parents. And of course, I'm a parent, I have two young children. And that is to be vigilant of what our kids are seeing and taking in and watching, not just on the television, but on the tablet, on the phone, what have you. Now, I will tell you this. I have a 3-year-old son, turns 4 in July, and he has an iPad that he watches YouTube Kids on, and he watches some things on Netflix. He has a kids account that his mother and I had set up for him. So he's watching his videos normally while he's eating and such. He plays like any other kid, but he likes to have his video time. And then, of course, I have a 9-year-old daughter who likes to think she's 15 most of the time, and she has an iPhone. I got her an iPhone to keep in communication with me, and also she has a tablet as well. Most of the time, things are going to be just fine, but we have to be aware of parents of the dangers that are out there for our kids. Technology isn't a bad thing. We can't paint everything as bad, but anytime you have something that can get to a viewership of children, you have to be aware of people that are going to be intentionally trying to sabotage those type of platforms and mediums. So it's up to us to be aware. Now, the Momo challenge, they said that a couple deaths were directly attributed to it and such, and that's not necessarily true. You need to do your own reading about what actually has gone on and be aware of some of the dangers and stuff, because there is dangerous things out there. But YouTube, places like that are constantly trying to make sure they scrub any sort of, I don't want to say illicit, but more of untoward activity or things that would be negatively affecting kids. They're constantly trying to sweep those things. Netflix is a pretty safe medium. You can turn on the parental guidelines and things of that nature. We surely have people come up to us or call us and say, hey, can you help us put parental guidance on different tablets or phones and things of that nature? And certainly I've done that for my kids too, because it's good to limit screen time. But I'm also telling you it's good for kids to have screen time, because we got to understand that's the way the world is going, and we need our kids to be on top of it. They're going to grow up in a more technical world than even what we are in today, and I'm constantly aware of that. So it's about finding that balance. But most importantly, I just want to start the conversation, okay? We can't believe everything that we read. We need to go search things out for ourselves and be informed for ourselves. Don't just take what you see on TV or what you see on the news as being completely true. Do the research yourself, figure out what's true and what isn't, and make sure that you are that place that the kids can come to and say, hey, is this a problem? And you already know. If you already know, then you're ahead of the battle. And that's it. It's a very short tech tip for this week, but it's a very important one with all the news out there. If you have any comments about this, parents and such, I would love to hear from you. I mean, this is something that's going to be ongoing. We have to constantly stay vigilant about it. So I appreciate you guys. We'll be back next week with a real tech tip, and we'll catch up next Tuesday from Mountaineer Technology Consultants.